I'm Susan from Nannies on Call, and today we have the privilege of having Candice with us today. She works in the office as a booking agent in addition to working in the field as an on-call nanny. So we thought it would be good to have some conversations that could help you be better informed about how things work. So Candice, firstly, we just wanted to sort of touch on if you're trying to get in touch with a booking agent in the office for whatever reason, if you're late or sick or want to request a job, what's your advice?
Definitely do not hang up and keep calling back. Chances are you will not get in contact with us as quickly as you would if you were to leave a message. Leaving a message, pretty much once we hang up the phone, we check our messages right away, so that is definitely the best way to get a hold of us. I know sometimes you really want to speak to an agent and it's just you figure you'll just call and hang up rather than listening to the long message, but trust me, it is definitely well worth just leaving a message because you will be contacted right away.
Oh, that's good advice. I agree. Secondly, I guess paperwork. Sometimes if you don't have your receipts on you, what advice would you give to a nanny if she's arrived at her booking or decided to take a last minute booking and you're not carrying any receipts with you? What would you do once you get to the home?
I would first off just recommend, if you are anywhere in the downtown area of Vancouver, if it's accessible, just come back. Come to our office and pick up some receipts. If that's not a possibility, just inform at the end of the booking to the client that you would definitely get them a receipt sent to them rather than scribbling something on a piece of paper. It just does not look very professional. A trick that I do is I'll take my receipts, kind of stash a few, and then that way when I know I'm running low, I will call the office, but I'll always have a few kind of stashed somewhere for emergencies for those situations. But definitely don't write it down on a piece of paper. Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Oh, that's good advice. So once the nanny has the information, who should she contact to give the booking? So who's going to mail out the receipt to them?
So you can call, well actually that's a good question, Susan. I've never run out of receipts before.
Oh.
I'm just assuming that you contact the agency. You get your receipt sent to them. They have all the information that perhaps you could come in. Actually, I don't know.
Oh, you're right. What we would do is we would just ask the nanny to either write me directly, so susan@nanniesoncall.com, or anyone who answers the phone. We'll duplicate the information from the booking, so ask you what the hours were worked, how much you made. We'll take that information, copy it onto a receipt, and then send the client in it a copy, as well as yourself, for your purposes. So we would mail it out from the office.
Oh, that's good as a booking agent and a nanny that I know this. Thanks, Susan.
And most importantly, I think what nannies would want to hear from you is, being a favorite nanny to many families, being a choice, how do you educate the families when they want to request you? I mean, you have your nanny card, so I assume you're giving them your card as well. But as far as when clients book online, as a nanny, how do you know, I guess more importantly, sometimes it's disappointing when you are a favorite to a family and often don't get that booking. So what advice can you offer other nannies?
Pretty much just understanding of, from the agency side as well as a client side. When a client does request a nanny, they do have online, they do have a drop-down list, and that is giving them their top 3 choices of nannies that they would like the booking agents to look for. Unfortunately, it's in no particular order, even though they are choosing the first top one. And unless it's actually specified by the clients to say this is the first nanny we would prefer, all other ones, it is kind of an open field for the other nannies that have been chosen. Pretty much the way I deal with that is I just say, make a note when booking online that I would be your first choice, and then the agents will go ahead and do that based on being the first choice. But unless the client actually specifically requests, Super Candice, a nanny to be number 1 for this booking, it is kind of whoever gets back to the booking agents first. That's the way I look at it, because we're not mind readers here, so.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's helpful. So
okay.
Thanks for sharing, and
all right.
It's great to have a perspective from in the office and outside as well. Thanks for joining us.